Thank you. All right, so if you guys have a cell phone, or you can do this online if you go to this website, menti.com, and put in the code at the top. I just kind of want to get an idea of what people in the room are running right now. So if you can go in and vote, I just want to see how current everyone's finds and operations is. I'm hoping we have most people on one version and they're not one of those far right categories. Maybe some AX12 2012 people. This is fantastic. Most people are on one version. Congratulations. A few people are on older platforms. So if you guys are on older platforms, then today is going to be things that you can look forward to once you jump to a newer update. If you're on the newest ones, the stuff I'll talk about at the beginning is already available to you, or it will be once the new updates come down the pipe. And then obviously October is coming pretty soon, so there'll be some things to look forward to with that release. All right, we'll jump forward and do one more. And so before we get started, I also want to ask you guys this question. So as a user, as a developer, as whatever your role is, how satisfied are you with the product from a user experience point of view? So not developer tools. Just want to go and engage the audience to see how well we think we're doing. Oh, yes. Activate. Now you should see it. So this is a question that users get prompted every 3 months in the product. So it used to be the NPS question, and now we've kind of tilted towards this CSAT, customer satisfaction question. So I'm curious to see how the audience compares to what our actual end users say. And give it just a few more seconds. All right. So the vast majority of you guys say you're satisfied with the product. There's a few that are very satisfied. So that's the category that we actually want to get more users to, is this delight stage. And we have a good amount of people that are in the dissatisfied bucket. And so if we want to compare this, I can't actually share the real numbers that we have, but I can give you an idea. So this is somewhat similar to what we see with real users. So more than half are in that satisfied category. But we actually probably have more in the dissatisfied if we look at real users than actual users. So your guys' perception is actually a little bit more positive than the actual end user. And so the reason why I bring this up is that's kind of the focus of my team, is we're looking at the user experience. We're trying to figure out how to make users happier, more satisfied with the product, and more productive. And so a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about today are going towards those specific things. And so in particular, this is what we're going to look at today. So I want to quickly walk through some recently released features. So this goes back to about PU21, the last six months or so. So most of you guys will have access to these features. We'll see if you're actually aware of them or not. That's always the fun part, is there's little switches and little things that every time I demo, people do not know exist in the product, so that might be fun. The two big ones that we've been talking about for a while that I think a lot of people are excited about, saved views in the new grid. So I'm going to demo both of those. They're both going to be public preview in October, so we're right on the verge of letting you play with that. And then the last thing is I'm going to spend some time talking about there's an initiative across the Dynamics 365 products to come to a cohesive user experience. So where if you're working in multiple ones, you kind of get the same kind of left navigation. You get the same look and feel. And so there's some work we're doing to try to align with everyone else. And so I'll walk through some of that. And then hopefully we'll have some time at the end for questions. So are there any questions before we get started? All right. So recently released features. So we'll start with the left. So navigation pane. There was some work in PU21 that we think made a big improvement with being able to use the navigation pane. So you can start to, we remember your expand collapse state of all your nodes. We start you fully collapsed so that you only have the pieces that you want open. So that was a pretty nice feature. Export to Excel. This was a big one that people were asking for a long time. So as of PU22, you could export up to 1 million rows in Excel. There's a configuration option and client performance options that lets you determine how many rows you want to allow for your organization. And then in PU23, we actually did some work because we're allowing you to export much larger files that take longer. We wanted to give you more time to that file. So if your session timed out while you were gone for lunch, we didn't want to make you re-export that file again. So you get a notification when it's done, and you can have access to it for up to 3 days to go download that file. There's a number of filtering improvements that came in. So the improved is one of filtering experience is one that's off by default, so you'd have to actually opt into this. I'm going to show you this later because I think it's cool, and I don't think most people know it's there. So we'll demo that one in a little bit. You can also paste from Excel into filter fields. I will also show that. We did not support column header filtering on legal entity columns. That is now in the product. And then also the add a filter field experience is aligned with the personalization one. So you can filter and sort, add multiple filter fields at once. On the bottom, feature callouts. If you guys have seen the feature management workspace, or even with the new navigation, there's those little what's new prompts. So we put those in. You guys actually have access to programmatically create your own. So there's documentation out there for that if you want to take advantage of it. In PU26, we added the ability to put a learn more link, so you can link out to documentation or a video or anything else that your users might need to learn more about whatever feature you're pointing out. Just some other random things. The personalization toolbar restyling was in PU22, so kind of made using personalization a little bit easier. You could understand what you had to do in those different modes to personalize. Preview for Firefox support. I realized last night that whatever I wrote did not actually make it out externally, so people may not be aware of this. We do allow you to use Firefox. It's not officially supported, but you no longer get the browser not supported message. So that was something that a lot of people were asking for. And then the latest one, which I don't think, it's in preview right now, so you guys might not have this unless you're in the PEEP, is if you have, the session timeout is an hour of inactivity. So if you walk away from your desk and you haven't saved something and you come back, we may have just killed your session you didn't know. So now, 3 minutes before your session ends, you get a pop-up that kind of counts down to the end of your session, so you know that the server is about to take you down, and you can choose to stay logged in if you want. So these are just some of the things we've been working on. You'll notice this list isn't super exhaustive, and the reason is we've been spending most of our time on those two big features. So saved views and grids has been where the bulk of our engineering time has been. And so let's talk about those. So saved views. So we talk about customer satisfaction. One of the comments we get most often is that the user interface is too complex. There's too many buttons, there's too many fields, there's things I don't use. And so what saved views is meant to be is a way to give you as partners, you as admins of your organization, a way to control and tailor your user experiences for your users to make it as easy as possible for them to work. And so let's just look at some of the highlights from this. Multiple views per form. So before with personalization, you were allowed a single personalization set per form. Now we're actually letting you create multiple views. You can name them. You can easily switch between them. There's been a couple of major architectural improvements in the personalization subsystem, and one of them was around this fast switching. So you no longer have to reload the form whenever you do personalizations. To switch views, we will undo the other personalizations and reapply the other ones at runtime, so it's actually pretty snappy to switch between views. There's a concept of default view. So if the out-of-the-box view is not one that you use the most, you can actually pick a different personalization set and say, this is the one I want to see when I load this form by default. So that's a pretty cool feature. views for each user-perceived page. So I have a little picture for this one. So if we look on the left, this is cus table. So the top is the list, the bottom is the details. Under the covers, this is one modeled form, right? So if you look at the left is kind of old school personalization. So the parts that are outlined in red, that would be what you would save for your cus table personalization. The things in green, the fact boxes, that's a separate file. So that's actually a different personalization. So if you wanted to give a user this view, whatever you personalize on this form, you would have to give them the personalization file for cus table, which is the red one, the personalization file for the green fact box. The addresses fast tab is another form part, so that's a third form that you'd have to pass to them. So it kind of created difficulty in managing what is included in this personalization, what's not. So we kind of went away from all that. So if you look on the right, this is what it looks like with views. So the way the user thinks about the form, the list is one form, so everything on that list is saved into one file. So if you personalize the fact box and you export that out, that's going to be included in your view for the customer list page. Similarly, if you look at the bottom, people think about the list and the details as separate forms. They don't realize that they're actually the same thing under the covers. So we've done work to actually let you have a separate list of views for the details than the list. So you can kind of maintain those separately. The other thing that we did was we started to let you save filters on these views. So the pictures are a little small, but essentially right now the indicator is the size of the view selector. So if you're on a list page, simple list, grid view of details, you get the larger view selector, and that means that you can save a query into the view. And I'll show you that in a minute when I demo. If you're on the other pages like details or table of contents or anything else, you get the small one. Those are just personalizations. And so the reason why we went down this road is if you think about a list like customers, you may filter this to a list that's interesting to you. You switch over to details, you want to do something. If you switch your view, you don't want to change what record you're looking at or what data set you're looking at. So it didn't make sense for the details to actually have a query associated with it. So this was also a lot of work to kind of separate these out so that you could filter and that you also users didn't have to worry about how forms are actually modeled. A few more things. Views published to security roles. This is a really, really big deal. So used to, with personalizations, if you had new users or you wanted to give personalizations to someone, you would go to the admin form, you'd take a file at a time, you'd give it to that user, and then they had full reign. They could change it as much as they wanted. Or even worse, if they didn't even have personalization rights, we didn't load any personalizations for you, so it was kind of not worth your time. With this feature, you can actually take one of these views, so you can create a view that you want for your organization. You can publish it to a security role. All users in that role will automatically see that view in their list. They can use it. Even if they don't have personalization rights, they can still get to the views that you've published out to their roles. And you don't have to remember when a new user comes into the organization to give them these personalizations like you did before. When new people come in, you give them that role, they will automatically see those views assigned to their roles. So it's going to make management of these views a lot easier than it was before. Minimize changes for users when views are turned on. So when you flip that switch, we're automatically going to take all of your existing personalizations and those are going to get turned into a My View. That's the default for that user. So when you flip that switch, there should be zero change in their user experience from what it was before, which is important for backwards compatibility. Improved management. So we're giving you ways to import and export views, obviously, like you could personalizations. What we're working on right now is doing this in bulk. So you could say, I want to export all of a user's personalizations, or I want to export the entire set of published views that I've created so I can move them between environments. So this is going to be really important as well. And so with that, let me switch over and I will give you guys a sneak peek at views. Sorry about this, a little bit more technical difficulties. There we go. All right, so this is the dashboard you guys all know and love. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go into feature management. If you guys don't know about the feature management workspace, I encourage you to visit or to go to the session on that. This is where new features are going to be shown. As of PU29, this feature will start showing up in here as a public preview. So turning on views is as simple as going here, finding views, and saying enable now. So when we say public preview, what this is going to mean is that you can turn this on, but we reserve the right to make changes on monthly updates until it's generally available. So if you're in an organization where you don't like change on your monthly ones at all, no change, you might want to wait till this one's GA before you turn this on in production. But if you're okay with preview features and letting things shift slightly, more power to you. All right, so let's go to our favorite form, all customers. So I'll try to use the shortest way possible to navigate to all these forms in case you guys didn't know how to use. You want a little tips and tricks for the nav pane. The first letter of every word, if it's a multi-word one, you can use to search. If it's more than one word, it's usually 2 or 3 characters in your to a form. So this is what all customers looks like with views turned on. So you can see I have my view selector here with the classic view. If I start making personalization changes, hide this column, so I automatically get this star, which basically tells me I have an unsaved change on my view. So views are a little different than old personalizations where they would just save automatically. Because we've given it a name set, we want to make sure that you save it at points whenever you want to. So if you've named it something and then you're making changes towards another view, we don't want to destroy your original one. So you just get this asterisk whenever you're in the middle of creating the view. So let me just hide these columns that we're not using right now. And then I'm going to come up here and just do save a copy, and we'll name it my view. And so now once this is here, I can very quickly switch between the out-of-the-box one without personalizations and my view that I just created with personalizations. And so this is any personalizations that you want to do. You can reorder, you can hide actions, you can skip fields, you can lock fields. And so because we're on a list, we can actually go a step further. So I can say, hey, maybe I will look for my Contoso customers. So I apply a filter. You see that star shows up again that says, hey, you're not looking at the view that you had before. So I can come up here, save another copy, and let's call this my Contoso customers. And so again, I can switch back to my view, get the full set of customers, switch back to Contoso. My filter is saved with my view. So if you have data sets that you use commonly, you can create a view for it and then very quickly switch back and forth. That way you don't have to keep doing these filters over and over again every time you come into the product. I can also, if I want this to be the view that opens up when I open customers, I can come over and say pin as default. And so if I do that, you'll notice the pin switches to this one. And then if I refresh my form, it should open with Contoso customers filtered to that set again. So it's just a simple example, but as you look across the application, this is pretty powerful to let people do this on every list in the system. Question?
So what's the difference between a personalization, a view, and what was in the old version's saved filters?
What's the difference between a personalization, a view, and the old saved filters? So once you turn on views, the old personalizations are gone. They are views at that point. So from that perspective, there is no difference. All that work we did to do the runtime switching of views and a few other things, it goes through a different code path, but all the personalizations are exactly the same. Views with filters versus saved filters. You can't associate saved filters with personalizations, I don't believe. This is actually the way we want to do filters from the beginning. We just didn't get a chance to. So that saved filters in sysquery form is kind of this hidden thing. I would suggest if you have those, you migrate those. Load your query up, save it as a view, and never go to sysquery form again. Unless, yeah. All right, so Contoso came up. Let's switch back. Let's say this view that I created with just hiding some columns, this is the one I wanted to publish out. So I can go in here, asterisk if I'm sysadmin, or soon if I have a certain, we're adding a new security role to allow you to publish. I can come in here and publish this view out. So let's call this the MBAS customers. And then I can pick whatever role I want. So let's say I want to give this to all users. Hit published. If I look in my view selector, I automatically have a new view with the Spark, so users will see if they have new views in their view selector. And then just to prove that this worked, let me come over here. This is a different user that doesn't have personalization rights. And I'll open their view, and you can see they have it as well. So just like that, you can push a set of personalizations out to all users. This gives you a super quick way, without going to the developer experience, to really customize your experiences and push those back to all users. It's going to be super powerful. When you publish, does it make it the default? It does not today. That is one of the features that's on our list. I don't think that'll make the original October timeframe. We have to be a little bit careful because, well, I guess if you trust your admin or the person doing it to overwrite the existing view of a user, so they have a different experience when they come in, that's the sticking point. If they haven't changed their default view, or if they've never gone to that form, then you should be able to push it there, make it their default, but that's not there today. You'll also notice that this user, since they don't have personalization, they don't have these save a copy actions, but they can still get to these views. One last thing, I promised you I was going to show you the is one of filtering experience. So let me open up the filter pane. I'm going to change this account to is one of. So what we did before, when you came to is one of, you would see two fields on top of each other, and you could add a new one, add a new one. The new experience allows you to type things a lot quicker, so I can just do 002, enter, it's immediately committed. So you can enter lots of values very quickly with this new mode on. Even more powerful is if I come into Excel, and let's say I have a list of, these are the customers that I work with, or whatever list that you need, I can actually copy this whole thing, paste those in. They're automatically there. It automatically dedupes. I can apply my filter. And boom, I've taken a list that I always go to Excel to work from, and I can make it a view in my product, and I never have to go back and use this list again. So this is one of experience. This is turned off by default. If you go to the client performance options, you can flip this on just because it's a change in experience. We couldn't force people into it. But this will be on by default in April. So if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to go try that out. So I think that is it for views. Are there any questions before? Okay, yep, we'll start here.
Are the views legal entity specific? I'm assuming they are.
The views are not, so personalizations are global. Views right now are the same thing as well. We've gotten the request to make them legal entity specific, but we haven't gotten there yet.
So it showed us how to simplify the list view here.
Yep.
Can you just say detail?
Oh, yep, I can switch over. If you drill into a customer, you get your same view selector up here, which will have a different set than the list, even though this is the same form, and you can hide, reorder, do whatever you want to do, and save different views and publish these as well. Yep.
Can you also hide some of the features at the top?
You can hide actions or action pane tabs. So if I come in here, Yeah, I can start hiding tabs and those just go away. You can save them, so you can really clean up the action space if people don't use a lot of those actions as well. And let me show one more thing. All sales orders. So this is the quick way to get to all sales orders. Or you can do A space SA space O. So using the prefixes of all those words, again, super quick way to navigate. Let me just switch real quick. So this is the sales table that you guys know and love out of the box. So you have all the actions at the top. You've got, a ton of fields in your header. You've got a massively scrolling grid for your lines. You've got line details with all these other fields. With views, so where this becomes really powerful is, what if I can just switch to something simple? And this is what I give my users. I get a few actions. I get a grid that doesn't really scroll. I just have the fields that I need in my header, and that's it. And so giving this to a user, if these are the fields they need for their organization, this is way, way better than giving them the out-of-the-box form. So you can see where the power of this comes in. Any other questions on views? A couple more. A view as, not yet. It is not possible yet to save a view as a favorite, but that is also on my list.
Is it possible to set default views for different groups of users? For example, for this group, this default view, for another group, it will be different.
So you can, is it possible to give different views to different groups of users? You can publish views to roles, so all the users in that security role will have a certain view. We haven't yet done the part where you can make that the default for that role, but that's been a request as well.
You need to be a system admin to publish the views?
Right now, you need to be in PU28. There's some private preview with this right now, but right now, it is just system admins that have publish rights. We're adding a new security role where you can, figure out who you want, who you trust to do publishing. When you give them that right, though, they will have publish rights for any view they have access to. So we don't have a way to target it and say, you can only publish for customer, you can only publish for vendor.
So in terms of the segregation of duties, if we hide that role, does it takes away the privileges?
If you hide the role from what?
From like on the buttons, if you take hide the buttons from there, does it also takes away from the segregation of duties?
No, this doesn't affect segregation of duties. You can do a view and then publish it to a role. So you can hide certain tabs and then give it to all of a certain role so that doesn't use it. Yep. And there's one more back there, and then we'll move on.
Is there any easier way to share the view setting instead of having it to a certain role?
You can export and import them. We've talked about like kind of an in-app sharing thing, but we haven't gotten there yet. So, all right. That is views. Let's jump back to slides for just a second. So the other big one that people have been looking for is the new grid. And so again, this one is planned for, or should be in public preview in PU29 as well. So basically what we did, we took the existing grid and we replaced it with a React version. So that gives us faster rendering. It also, with the way that one works versus the old one, we can hold a lot more data on the client. So no longer do you have to page in 25 records and then throw them away whenever you page the next set. And I'll show you that in a second. And then once you've loaded in, you can load an entire data set if you want, which I'll show you in a second. Once you have that data locally, you can scroll like some people want to scroll, where you click midway through and you're like halfway through the data set. You click at the end, you're at the end. No more paging at that point because you have all the data locally. So let me just show you that as well. I'll switch over in case you guys haven't seen this. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be demoing on this, but this is the developer Edge on Chromium. So this is basically Edge running on Chrome. So this is the grid. So if you're looking at it, hopefully you don't see a lot of difference from the other grid because it's meant to be the same thing, showing the same data. But I'll just point out a few things. So if I start scrolling through this, you will notice it's much, much, much faster than it was before. And I get to the top. So I just loaded in about 800 rows in sales order, in sales table, just in those few seconds. And then once I have this loaded, I don't have to go back to the server anymore to retrieve data from this table. I can click here and go halfway through, click here and go to the very bottom. So all the data is there. You can scroll, you can mark, you can do whatever you want very, very quickly. This grid also has a few other nice things out of the box from the existing grid. So reordering columns has traditionally been a little painful, and I hope that we fix that anyway. But this grid comes with a way you can just drag and drop the columns and reorder them. This saves us personalization. Yes, small feature, but super cool, right? Yeah, this saves with views so that you can quickly get your columns the way you want. One last thing, let me drill into a sales order. And we'll get your feedback if you guys like this. Oh, not this one, sorry. So let's say you're gonna order some cables. You come to this, oops, apparently I didn't type the read value. So you come over to quantity and you're like, hey, I have 24 computers on 5 different floors, boom. So we started wiring up expressions inside numeric fields. The only caveat is right now this is only in the React grid. So if you have these fields outside of a grid, that doesn't work yet. But we thought this was a good first step. I'm curious if there are people that, what you think about this only being in the grid. Do you like it? You think it's going to be confusing? You can't do this in some fields, but you can in others. So it's kind of like Excel. You just start with that equal sign, type an expression, JavaScript evaluates it, we give you the answer. So people have been requesting this for a long time. I think it's number 3, at least on my list on the ideas portal. So this is also coming with the new grid in October as well. And then one last thing, age balances. Again, showing you the quickest way to get to these forms. This is a feature we have a little bit more work to do in the UI, but I just wanted to show you what we have so far. So we have a grid like this, which has a bunch of numeric fields. So what you can do, and these entry points are going to change a little bit, but you can show a footer, and now you can start to calculate totals at the bottoms of these grids. So I hit calculate, boom, 32 rows, totals at the bottom of all my numeric columns. So the caveat here, for this to happen, we have to load all the data locally. So for smaller data sets, this is going to be faster. If you try to do this on a really large data set, we'll let you do it up to a point, but it may take a while. So we suggest that you filter first and then do this, but very powerful feature. Question? Is this going to take up a bunch of memory? It will eventually, yes. So there will be a cache limit where you can set per environment to say how many rows you want to allow people to do this. That way we don't crash people's browsers. Once they go past that, we'll probably scroll data out and you just won't have access to this feature. But we won't know how big the data sets are, so we'll try to do it until we reach those limits.
On main
Mm-hmm.
accounts form, we do have buttons to scroll, like external scroll bar. Next button. Are you going to change this someday?
So the only grids that have next and previous buttons, I think, are the card lists.
It's list of main accounts on the left, and it's next button instead of scrolling. So if you want to look through main accounts, you have to push button each time.
I'll have to check. I don't remember if we took that out for that kind of list or not. Yeah. Any other questions? One more. It's just at the footer right now. You can't do like, make the third column a calculated value of the two before it, yeah. Maybe one day, but we're not there yet. Baby steps, baby steps. Okay, so that's the base grid that's gonna be available for October. The next thing that I wanna walk through is some of the stuff that is gonna come afterwards. So I have some little click-through prototypes. These are just wireframes, but they will at least give you the idea of how this is gonna work. So right now, grand totals, if you have a column with where the currency changes per row, you'll get kind of a meaningless total, right? If you're adding USD and Canadian dollars. And so we have a feature to allow you to do this in a better way. Grouping, I think that's one we've talked about before. I have some updated wireframes I wanna show you. And then there's a new feature that I don't know that I mentioned before around fast data entry. So we wanna try to let users type as fast as they can without having to wait for the server to go validate or create a new row. So we have some thoughts around a mode to let people try to type as fast as they can and really let users be productive. And so let me switch, and we'll hope this works. Okay, so again, just wireframes. So this is a grid of expenses. You can see I have a column with local currency, which is all USD, and then I have a column where the currencies are varying per row. And so the idea is, oops. How about I just do this instead? Click-through's a little slow. So the idea is you would be able to go up, right-click, and hit total this column, which is the entry point we want for the regular totals as well, by the way. We just haven't made that change yet. And then you would come over, you would get your total at the bottom. When you went through that entry point, it would automatically start calculating for you. So you'd get the same kind of visual that we had before. If it had to bring in more data, it would do that. And then you'd end up with something like this. So you'd get your grand total in your local currency. You'd also get a link that basically says we have multiple totals here. But we don't want to take a bunch of space to show you that because we don't let you want it yet. And so what you can do is you can hover over it if you just want a quick snapshot of what those different totals are per currency. Or if you really want to see them, you can click that little link, and we're going to expand and show you the totals per currency in the grid. And so if you work in organizations where you deal with multiple currencies a lot, this could be a super useful feature for you. It's been requested by more than one customer. So that is multi-currency totals. Let me switch back and I'll show you grouping. Oops, let's not. So we start out with a similar grid, and then we have a right-click group by this column. Since this is a date field, we want to give you a few options on how you want to group dates. So this would open up, hypothetically, a secondary one that would say group by day, group by month, group by year. So in this case, we're going to group by year. And once you click that button, then we're going to start showing you the data organized by year. So basically just applies the sort. You get a header row at the top. If you do have totals on, you'll start seeing subtotals if we have all the data for that group locally. If we don't, like on the bottom one, you may have to page in more data before you can get a total there. And then let's say you come over and you hover over this other header row, you'd get a button so we can go calculate the total for that group if that interests you. And it would go through a very similar flow. So you're calculating, you may pull in more data depending on how big that group is. And then eventually you'd get a total there as well. So it just depends on the data, what we have, how big the groups are. If you did calculate at the bottom in the footer and get all the data, you'd get all your totals for all your groups. From there, you can do this again. You can say, hey, by category, I want to group by this column. It's not a date, so you don't get the second level of detail. And then you start getting a second level of data. So you can start slicing and dicing your data a little bit to do some ad hoc analysis right in the product itself. All right, so that's grouping. And the last one is the one that I'm most excited about, because I feel like we get some complaints that users are kind of stuck while they're entering data, having to wait, and they can't go as fast as they want to go. So that's what this feature is meant to do. So fast data entry. So as I mentioned, when you're typing, if you validate a row, you have to wait for the server to come back to say yay or nay before you can go to the next one. So there can be, depending on your network speed, depending on the amount of code running behind the covers, you may have to wait a few seconds, maybe even more than that if it's a slow system, before you can start typing your next row. So what we want to do is kind of move that off so all that's done asynchronously and let you actually get ahead of the server. So here's our scenario. We're going to go through a sales order. Basically what I'm going to do is I just want to enter in item numbers and just see how fast I can go. So I start out an empty sales order. I come in, I put in my first product ID. So everything's good there. This server thinks it's on this row. I immediately hit down. So while I go down, my focus immediately goes to a new row. I don't have to wait for the server. And I get that little processing icon on the row before. So that means the server has not saved it, has not processed it, but I'm not stopping you from typing. You can just keep on going as fast as you want. And so I enter a value. I'm still processing. Maybe I get down a few more rows. When that first row comes back from the server and it's validated, then all your defaulting logic comes in. So you fill in, the item name. You get a default quantity of 1. You get your unit price. So when the server hasn't processed it, you just have what you typed. When you're ahead, or then when it catches up, you get all this other information. You'll also notice the row that I'm on when I'm ahead of the server, I don't have a lookup. So this might be a little interesting. If I can't talk to the server, if it's on another row, I can't give you a lookup to give you possible values. So the thought is, if you're typing ahead of the system, you're going to know the numbers. And if you need that lookup, you can wait a few seconds for the server to catch up to actually use that lookup. And so let's say I'm going along and I hit some validation error. So at this point, the server is going to stop at the row that has a validation error. It cannot continue processing because we need to do things in the order that you type them. And you can keep typing and get as far ahead as you want, but the server is not going to catch up until you go fix that error. So you can go over, if you want to see what the error is, you could hover over the warning icon. We'll try to give you a little more detail, let you delete the row if you don't actually want to fix it if there's some error. This one's about trying to set up the product. So if I try to go click to another form at this point, it's actually going to stop me and say, hey, you have unsaved data. The server's ahead of you. You can't actually do anything until the server catches up. You have to do this in another tab. So we keep going. We filled in the whole thing. So that's kind of the create scenario. You can go as fast as you want. But let's say I entered all these things, but I actually want different quantities. So I can start arrowing up, change this quantity to 2, arrow up a few more times, change a few quantities. So you can see the rows again with the processing or ones that I've changed. The net amounts haven't changed, so the server hasn't gotten to it yet. But as it catches up, you'll see those changes come in. So you go up another one. The rows before had updated, and now you're on this one. And so that's kind of the flow, is that we would try to let you type as fast as the browser will let you switch between fields to try to let users be as fast as they want. Yep. Should the next step be to support copy-paste? That's on the list. I cannot say when that will come, but yes, there are thoughts around that. All right, so one more little, another little poll question for you. So curious from your guys' perspective, if you're looking at, we talked about 3 of these, fast data entry, grouping with subtotals, multi-currency totals. With this, once we have all the data on the client, we can also look at filtering and sorting on display methods, which would be powerful. You can, with this new grid, there is a capability to freeze columns. So I'm just curious from your all's perspective how you would rank these features. Oh, let me activate it. Thank you. The current list is not in any specific order. They're just alphabetical. So. I like this live update. Interesting. More people like the filtering sort of display methods. Again, that one would be the same caveat as the grand totals, where you'd have to have the whole data set locally so that we have all the values for those fields before you could filter and sort. Cool. All right. Thank you. Interesting bit of data. All right, the last thing, and I'll touch on this really quickly, and then we'll get to questions. Let me just get through this. I'll come back to you first afterwards, if that works. Huh? Okay. So as I mentioned at the beginning, there is this effort to kind of align visually, well, actually more than visually, even behaviorally across the products. And so there's some things that we've done already and that we're moving towards in October. So you'll start to see some changes to the UI even in October. So I just want to mention some of those. So the one that we've done that you guys all know about, and there's been some feedback on, is the header, right? So in PU24, we changed over the header to this one that features search. What this doesn't show is that that header does not include the breadcrumb, which I know there was some concern about. I will say, I've said this on the Yammer threads, and I think in the release notes, this is the direction that all the Dynamics 365 products are going towards. So my understanding at this point is no Dynamics 365 product will have a breadcrumb in its header. That does not mean that there will not be a breadcrumb of some kind somewhere else. But as of now, there will not be any in the headers. So I know people look at Power BI and Power Apps, and they're like, they have breadcrumbs. My understanding is those are going away as well. We are having conversations about what to do. Maybe it's on the page somewhere. So it's not, some version of it may come back. I don't have information on what that will be yet. But it's pretty sure that it will not be back in the header itself. So something for October. So some of the Dynamics 365s have already moved to this kind of left navigation model that you see with Flow and Power BI. We obviously look different from this. And so we're going to try to fix that for the October release. So the idea is we would switch to something like this. So you open the nav pane. You've got icons in front of those first three menus. So it doesn't change the way the navigation works. It's just kind of a reskinning to make it look more modern and look a little better, honestly. So you can expect this, I think, for PU29. And so now I just want to show just a couple before-after screens. So besides those things, there's a lot of little styling changes with shadows and borders and grays and colors. And so just kind of show some before-afters. A lot of them are subtle, but I'll try to point out some of the differences you should expect. So the new dashboard for October will look more like this. A couple things to point out. The workspace tiles look a little bit different. So we'll be publishing guidance if you have custom workspaces where you have an image with that circle. You may need to adjust your image a little bit. But that's okay. The other thing to note is if you look at the nav pane, even the collapsed one, you'll see those icons for all those other pieces there. So you can click the star, for example, and automatically open up favorites. It'll still open the full nav pane, but that section will be open by default. So we're trying to move closer and closer to what all the apps are doing in terms of navigation. A list, so this one already has the view selector in there with the new one. looks pretty similar. Some font ramp changes. One of the things you might point out or see is that the action pane tabs, the ones that used to be all caps in the action pane, have a little bit different styling. There were complaints that the all caps was kind of screaming at people, so we're trying to still make them different, but also tone them down a little bit. Dialogs, sorry, the before is on the right this time. And then on the left, you can see like those toggle buttons have a little bit different stylings, kind of matching the Fluent or the Fabric design language. And the buttons have a little bit different color. So just little tweaks like this that you'll see. Hopefully it won't be a huge noticeable change, but everything should start looking cleaner and more like other products starting in October. And so this will actually continue past October for the foreseeable future. There's a plan to go after simpler commanding. So you see in Office how they have the simple ribbon with just the one line under the tabs. So there's a desire to go down that road for all the apps as well. There is a desire to have full alignment with the left nav. So right now, that would mean that we might go towards workspace-driven menus on the left. That's a big change, so that will be a long time to phase in. But there are things like that that are being discussed. Workspaces are also going to have a refresh at some point. I don't have ETAs for these yet. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up that they're coming down the road. And so that is about all I have. We have 5 minutes left. I think what I'll do is I'll put one more slide up here. So I talked about some stuff. I'd like to give you guys an opportunity to let me know if there's something that I didn't talk about that you would have liked for me to. If there's other features you would have wanted us to be focusing on right now.
I'll start. A common ask I get is for clients to be able to have different screen colors by legal entity so that they can easily tell if they're operating in company A or company B. Can we put that into the user option so that they can color their entity accordingly?
So the comment was a way to let people assign essentially a theme per legal entity instead of a user-based theme. Yes, we have that ask. There have been ideas tossed around, like you said, where a user option, where if you turn that on, maybe you don't give the users the opportunity to switch their themes in that mode. That would be like an environment-wide switch. Yep.
A lot of these UI changes will impact test automation because if you're taking monthly updates, underlying objects, if they change by massive UI changes, then our test automation has to believe that. Is there some thought that's going on how to streamline the test automation process?
So the question was, there's a concern that test automation will be affected by the changes in the UI. Are your tests actually looking at pixel by pixel?
Yeah, some of the tests. We use RSAT for some,
Mm-hmm.
and then other integration-based test cases that are more like string tests use the pixel by pixel.
Yeah, the pixel by pixel ones are going to be difficult. I actually wasn't aware that people were doing that outside of us, but other tests, the control names are all the same, so all the interfaces behind the test should work. So you shouldn't have any issues from that perspective. Yeah, if you're doing pixel by pixel, like screen comparisons, yeah, we should talk.
For some of the new grid features, like the grouping with subtotals, so those actually planned for the fall release, or just that's still to be determined when those will be out?
They are planned for that release wave 2 sometime in the next, 6 months between the October timeframe and March. I don't have specific dates on when those are coming yet. When we finish the grid, we're going to start on those. So I'm hoping in the next month or two after, we'll start seeing some of those other features light up. This is fantastic. I'll have to review this whole list after the presentation. And actually, I don't have anything else, so you guys can keep entering things. If you guys have more questions, I'm happy to take those. I appreciate you guys coming.